qualify for the CIAC tournament this year, and that is exactly what they did. The Centaurs drove, chipped, and putted their way to an overall record of 10-8-1, and they finished in 11th place at the CIAC Division II State Tournament. Would you please join me in welcoming our Centaur boys golf team under the direction of the head coach, Mr. Castro.
Great coach. There's no one else that we'd rather have on the course with us every single day. He's a great guy, and he does a lot for us. And thanks to the team. You guys are like family.
Just like Dan said, I mean, Mr. Garso, he does a lot, takes a lot out of his time, and I don't know, he just really helps us a lot. And along with him, we have Mr. Lee and Mr. Summerock, who's the girls' coach, who also helps us out a lot. And he's one of the reasons, maybe the main reason why I'm playing golf right now. I just want to thank him especially. And then we have Mr. Harrington, who might be our biggest supporter, who's always keeping up with us, always at the course. And even before the state tournament, he invited me over. I had one of the best breakfasts in my life, so I just want to thank him especially.
All right, Dan.
Eastern Connecticut Conference All-Star in boys golf. Welcome, Dan Harrington. Catherine Harrington. This team's name will be added to the perpetual trophy, which will be housed in the field house. Last year was the girls' golf team that eked out the boys' tennis and girls' tennis teams for the honor. Will they repeat again this year, or will another team take the prize? So let's find out, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, in first place, with a team grade point average of 3.45, your Lady Centaur golf team. Please come forward and receive your award, ladies. Under Coach Earl Summerock, the girls' golf team once again grew in terms of members and success. The team drove, chipped, and putted their way to a regular season record of 11-2-2. They won 2 ECC Invitational tournaments, the NFA Wildcat Tournament, and for the second consecutive season, they won the ECC Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming our Lady Centaur golf team under the direction of head coach Mr. Earl Summerock.
To begin our season, I was somewhat surprised. There were rumors running around school that we had over 50 people signing up for the golf, which is unheard of. In the 13 years that I've been involved in the program up here, we never had any kind of numbers approach 50. Well, as it turns out, we actually had 54. 24 of those were girls that came out for the team, and after the first few practices and some reflection on what I was asking of them, we ended up with 21 girls. We had 9 that I felt were ready to play varsity, and 12 were left for the JV squad. Once we started our match portion of the season, it was clear that we had a lot of raw talent, but we needed some substantial improvements. We somehow managed to tie our first match down at NFA with a score of 243. That would set the benchmark for the year for us. During the year, as we started playing more, our scores kept coming down as the season wore on. It was very apparent that all the girls wanted to improve. Their positive outlook and attitude made it very easy to coach this group. Our league record was 9-0-1, and our non-league record was 5-2-1 for overall of 14-2-2. Not bad for a relatively young squad. In all of our matches, we had at least 2 first-year players playing in one of the 5 or 6 varsity spots. These first-year players had no previous experience playing competitive golf. I just can't say enough about the character and the integrity that these girls have. They're a great group of girls to be around. Obviously, they're pretty good students too, as evidenced by the second year that they've won that award, so it's just great being around them. On to my coach's awards. My first coach's award goes to Roxanne Garso. Her hard work and her competitive fire make her a force to be reckoned with. The young girls on our team got a glimpse of what hard work and determination can do by watching Roxanne play. She had a truly outstanding year, setting many school and conference records along the way. She earned the honor of being the first girl in WA golf history to qualify and compete in the state championships, where she did herself proud by finishing 17th out of 98 qualifying competitors. And not to mention, in a 2-week span, she had a career's worth of hole-in-ones as well. So, Roxanne gets my first award. My second coach's award goes to Catherine Harrington. While only a freshman, she comes to the course every day with a great attitude and a smile, and is constantly asking what she can do to improve. Her scores reflect the hard work she puts in every day. And just one thing about Catherine, that she would have had perfect attendance, but Justin Bieber was more important than her. It's truly been my pleasure coaching this outstanding group of young ladies. While our departing seniors, teammates will be clearly missed, with all the young talent on this team, the future of the girls' golf program is pretty bright.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another great big round of applause for the girls' golf team, back-to-back ECC champions.